What's going on, everybody? Nico here with the Wooden Spoon, and this is another episode of The Sit Down. I think it's episode 9. I should have looked it up before we started. I think it's 9, but I'm joined by a very good friend of mine, singer-songwriter Austin Giorgio. How's it going, Austin?
My freaking man. What's up, Nico? How are you doing, brother? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, I'm so happy you took the time. I'm doing good. I find myself busier than ever right now for some reason.
Well, dude, what I remember, you do a lot with more than just this page. Like, you're managing a lot of different things, right?
Yeah, working with a lot of social media clients, and then for some reason I took up stock trading as a hobby. And
No, dude, you got into stock trading recently, or?
Yeah, just recently. I threw $2,000 at it, and they're doing pretty good.
You're in Robinhood, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, that's what I did. I would go on Robinhood for a little. Can I tell you a quick? Well, say what you got to say. I got to tell you a quick story. All right, quick story. I remember I was dude, they're asking for my social security number. I'm like, I don't trust this. But again, I knew nothing about stocks with everything. So at the time I joined was when all the cannabis companies were really growing. Mm-hmm. So me and a couple of my friends were betting on it was more of pretty much gambling than stock trading. Yeah. We're like, all right, I'm going to put my money in Canopy. You're going to do Tilray, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, dude, this one stock Tilray, it went from probably $12 to $300 in 2 months. And my buddy made so much money. It wasn't even funny anymore. It wasn't even oh, he won. It was like, bro, you actually won. It was rough.
Dude, I wish. I know. I was in and out. There's this one company that actually I had stock and I sold it. And then I didn't realize because I'm still new to the game too. I know what splits and reverse splits work, but then I saw for some reason I just poked and looked at it, and it was I bought it at 4 and sold it at I took a loss on it, a very small loss because I wanted to go into something else. But then I looked, it was $80 a share. I go, I lost. I said that was my thing. But it turned out they split, and I was okay. So I avoided the split.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got into more reputable companies. But what about you, man?
I remember I forgot the name of it. See, I don't know enough about it. I definitely did it for a while, but then I just invest more of my money into my own music and stuff for returns. But what the heck was it? There was one there's stocks that they do things where they purposely devalue it and make people jump off and then skyrocket. I forget there's a name for it, but you gotta watch out, man. There's a lot of sharks out there.
There are.
You're gonna be a shark pretty soon.
Hopefully soon. Yeah, but what about you, man? You were touring, and now everything kind of came to a halt a little bit.
Well, everything came to a halt for music. I mean, hopefully everything's back to normal by June. I think it is. I think this year we're gonna focus on last year we did a lot of festivals and different shows. This year we'll do festivals again, but more standing rooms. We got colleges lined up for the fall. The idea is every year, that's literally how you grow. There's every year you go back to a city, new people hear your music, things like that. That's all I'm in it for, really, is just to spread the ideas and music.
Yeah, for sure.
But I built a van, bro. Let me paint 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, we got to get into that too.
But we could save that. But I built this van, and I was down in Florida when this Corona thing hit. And what's weird is back home, where we're from, everyone was freaking out, texting me. And I was there with my buddy at one point, and then we were getting text messages watch out, the stores are closing, make sure you have a mask. And I'm in Florida, and dude, people were like farts in the wind, just kind of roaming wherever they want.
Nobody cares.
Didn't get till I got back north. It was oh my God, this is serious. It looks it's an apocalypse up here. Yeah. So it cut short. It became a little mini vacation because all the shows got canceled, but we were still down there. But dude, I can't believe Corona. It's crazy.
I know. I mean, I'm just making whatever I can. I see everyone's online. I was let's just do a ton of podcast episodes. My mom and I shot 5-something cooking shows. So, and then she's on me. She's why aren't the cooking shows? I was yeah, because I have to go in and edit every single one of them. It takes time. But these are fun. I could just crank these out and throw them right on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I'd probably just record it and mash up the audio and stuff. But
man. We got to get into the van story. So how did this the van all come about? The touring van.
Yeah. So, a couple things happened. So last year was a lot of city. This year, hopefully we can do it the same amount, if not more. We just have to back end it in the back half of the year. But last year I was on I was in airports and rental cars like every week, and it
I
got to the
saw you.
point.
You were like Columbus to Reno to
Dude,
back home.
like it was fun at first, but it's like it's like it's not fun anymore. Like the excitement of flying isn't fun anymore. It's more of like you sit there. I guess what I'm trying to say is you skip the exciting part, which is for me is always the journey, whether it's a trip, a job, and anything. Like the journey is really the fun part. When you actually get there, it's like, all right, we're here, we made it. But like the memories there. So what I'm trying to say is, I was like, I need to do a better method of this so we can hit more cities and have more like ways to get content and just have fun rather than sitting in airport lobbies and hotel rooms and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, so what can I do? Like, so I first looked at RVs. I'm like, we can get an RV, we can do that. But a lot of musicians get RVs broken into when they park out back because people know like there's expensive stuff in there. So then I went down this rabbit hole, man, and it was this thing called van life. I'm like, what the hell? Am I allowed to swear on this show?
Yeah.
I won't say anything on past self. But anyways, I was like, what the hell is van life? And these people were making vans to live in them. And I'm like, dude, that is crazy. But I want to try it. Like, I'm like, I feel like that would be kind of fun. And it will solve this touring issue of, it's good on gas. It will be kind of stealthy. No one will really know it'll have valuable stuff in it or like anything like that. Watch now, like a thief will like see this. They'll see a picture of the van and like, all right, let's hit that van. But it looked really cool. And like, it puts you right in the forefront of America, really.
Mm-hmm.
And to make a long story short, I thought everyone online was saying it's going to take you 4 or 5 months. I'm like, dude, I don't got that much time. Like, I'm looking at these things in December. I wanted to start in January and then finish it by like March 1st because my first show was March 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I need to get this done in like 2 months max. So I linked up with this company called Agor Enterprises, which make like handicap vehicles.
Okay.
And they now converted half of their warehouse to make van lives because they love it so much. Because the owner, Mark, shout out to all of them, they are now going to become like the hub of van life, of building them and everything, because that's what they used to do back in the 70s. And now I'm in like this tiny house, man. It's like this tiny, it's like small and big at the same time. I really don't know how to explain it. But yes, and I guess I'm like technically a van lifer.
That's cool. I mean, you see like everything, like everyone wants to be minimalist and they're converting like all like school buses and stuff into homes. So that's cool.
Yeah. I met someone that did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool. It was my buddy who's sitting over there. We both, when we were in Florida, they had one. They had a bus. They put like turf on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it was crazy. It's so like 60s.
Yeah.
It was neat, man. It was cool. I don't know. It's like freeing. It's like just like let's just like go and you just see all these cool, pretty sights.
You only got to take it to Florida so far?
No, we went to Florida. We were in Nashville. Went to DC. I had it for like 1 month on the road, and then I had to just pull it back.
Yeah.
But dude, for as weird as it is, and see, like I would have never known this until now. I actually found a city I'm gonna move to in the next year and a half. Like I love Rochester and always be my home, but like New York, like the taxing, I'm out. I don't want to deal with it.
I'm with you.
So I want to be a resident in Florida. Dude, I found this little town that's literally like the coolest little chill surf town. It's called Dunedin. And these beaches, Nico, like you just pulled your van up and there's hundreds of people pulling their vehicles. It's just so relaxing, but it's not like homeless relaxing. It's like everyone's like dressed nice, chill beach bums.
There you go.
Dude, it's cool. It's like a little surf town.
What's it called?
It's called Dunedin.
Dunedin?
Yeah. And you know what's even more weird? I'll say this and we can change the subject. My sister sent me this video. Everyone like that knows I built this thing now send me all these photos and videos of other like van builds and stuff like this. And my sister sends me this video of this like I think it was called The Millionaire Pitcher Who Lives in a Van or something. The dude lives in the city that I want to move to. I'm looking at the scenery. I'm like, that looks so familiar. And then it like shows his location. I was like, no shit. This must be like safe haven for like people that just want to be in paradise.
So it's
I
on
don't know, dude.
the East Coast then?
West Coast. See, I've never
Oh,
been to the West Coast. It's West Coast, man. It's so much. I think it's way prettier
yeah.
than
Yeah, I
than
never even been to Florida. All my family I got family in Florida. Hopefully one day move to Florida. We'll see.
Oh, dude, you gotta come with me then.
All right, I'm there.
Yeah. And now, yeah, dude, you gotta freaking come with me one of these times.
I know that's the thing because I was like in my head too. I was like, all right, I want to hit. We did like 5 Italian Fest shows. Like I want to do like 10. I want to double it this year because I had a
Yeah.
blast just on the road from places like I've never been to. I went to Pittsburgh, Columbus, freaking
Yeah.
Youngstown. I've never been to any of these places, and you just meet some cool people. You meet some nut jobs, but it's just all fun.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
then
dude,
everything
and
got
that's what
shut
I'm
down.
saying. It's the journey, dude. Like at the end of the day, it's fun to just look back and see how like the process of it. I don't know. I think that's the coolest part about everything.
I know it's cool too because like I tried to get as much content. I didn't know what I was doing when I was doing it, but I have like I have this just bank of just funny content from like all these crazy people at these festivals and everything too.
Dude, there's some real whack jobs sometimes.
I know, man. But changing the subject now. You just dropped a new song, "Just the Way You
Mhm.
Are," and I listened
Yeah.
to it. I loved it. I thought it was perfect because it's like it's the right time. It just feels like a 2020 song. You know, it's like a
Yeah. Well, do
classic.
you know the original of it?
Yeah, Billy Joel.
Yeah. So it's like completely different. But like that's more like, see, I love old romantic songs, but like
Mhm.
today's times, it's not even a sad thing. It's just pop culture changes and
Yep.
moves. Like slow songs are actually fast songs of back in the day.
Hmm.
So that song itself, for as fast and like dancey and poppy as it is, it's actually technically a slow pop song of today's standards,
Yeah.
which is weird. But I don't know. That just came by fluke. Like I just love that song. I'm like, I want to remake it and make it like sound different, sound like a new song.
Yeah, there
But
was a movie. We just watched a movie. I can't even remember the name. It's like a Netflix movie, I think. But it was like about like a teenage girl or something like that. And then she like liked the '80s and all this like old type of music. And I was like, Austin's song would have been perfect for this freaking movie. Like,
yeah,
would have been.
yeah,
It's I can't even remember. It's something. I don't know. I don't even know the name of the movie, but it
yeah.
would have
I'm curious to know what movie it is.
it's something about this little girl writes letters by love letters, and by accident it goes to like all the boys that she liked, like back in when she was little. To all
Like a time
the
traveling letter.
what?
Like a time traveling letter.
No. She, you know, what? I'm gonna look it up right now.
Dude, that just gave me a great. I'm actually gonna write that down. A time traveling letter. That's kind of a cool lyric.
To all the boys I've loved before. That's the name of the movie.
To all the boys, I'm gonna write this down real quick. Time traveling. See,
Oh, it
dude, you
wasn't.
never know.
She, like, I guess wrote all these love letters or something to like boys that she liked like years and years ago. She's like in high school now, and her sister like grabbed them and like mailed them or something. And like all like she doesn't even like live near half of the guys anymore or something to that nature. But she was like obsessed with like old '80s movies, and they kind of put that in the soundtrack. And I listened to your song and go, that's like the perfect song for this movie, and they missed out.
Dude, I'll check this out. Oh, is it? Did you say is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it is on Netflix.
Shoot, I'll check it out.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I actually been watching on Netflix is Outer Banks.
I see that all over TikTok. Just people making
Yeah.
like it's like a hashtag. I don't know what's it about.
Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, I was like, this is really dumb. Like beautifully written, like really cool
TV show.
visuals and stuff. But I'm like, this is like your basic like bubblegum love story
Hmm.
stuff that I'm like sucker for. But like I didn't get into it until a couple episodes where I actually had some real like depth to it,
Okay.
you know. It's pretty much just about like these teens on this island, the poor versus the rich, but not for money, just like mentality wise.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like this dude's dad like was a treasure hunter, and he finds his dad's compass. It's kind of confusing. It's more like anticipation at
That's
this
cool.
point. I literally watched it because of TikTok, because like I feel like, dude, I feel like I'm like an 80-year-old, like 20-year-old dude. And I feel like I need to understand what is happening in pop culture for me to stay in pop culture.
That's the thing too, because like when I tell people sometimes like, oh yeah, I've got like a pretty big following on TikTok, like, oh, all they think is just stupid dances. Like, no, I just make stupid jokes instead of stupid dances. I make stupid Italian jokes on popular sounds, and it's so funny.
Yeah. TikTok's cool, man. But I'll tell you what, it's a different place now than it was even 6 months ago.
I know, it's crazy.
That's how it is. I think, well, let me ask you, what do you think about TikTok and the stuff? But everyone sees different stuff. But like, what do you think about it?
I think, well, I mean, because I follow like a lot of like funny and comedy pages and stuff. So I see just a lot of, it's like almost they're making advanced memes. It's like they're taking what you would see on Instagram and like making it like a movie, like making each meme like a movie. So it's really funny in that aspect of it. But now I see like Selena Gomez and Kylie Jenner and all of them hopping on TikTok lately. So I think it's not over. I think it's not going to go out without a fight.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is.
But it's cool.
I agree with you. It's almost like a better Vine, kind of. I'm nervous though. I think in the next 5 to 6 months, it's gonna be even more different. I think it's gonna be more like, what's the word? I don't know. Maybe like subtle bougie. Like, I think people like TikTok because it's a very stripped down. This is who I am.
Yeah,
really,
and I think as like more people, especially as like people get friends on the app too, they're gonna post less content because then they're gonna feel like they're getting judged. I think the initial push was everybody was putting all this crazy stuff out because no one's ever gonna see this, so it's gonna be hilarious. But now people like are actually gonna know people that seeing the content and they're gonna feel like they're getting judged soon. That's my take on it.
Right. No, I agree with you, dude. Because eventually it will get to a point where you'll see people acting the part of Goofy, but they're wearing like real sexual clothes. It's gonna turn into a glamorous Instagram.
Yeah, really. I think so too. But I mean, I'm on it till I'm trying to just build up. It's hard to get people from TikTok to YouTube and TikTok to Instagram. That's very hard to do.
Yeah. Well, you know what I learned recently is like, I didn't know this, but I guess, and this is gonna sound like stupid to most people, but I didn't know how big YouTube is, I guess, on what's the word, like just for like your career, like in this kind of a career. Like I knew it was important, but I'm like, but we've been talking to a lot of different like agencies and companies that we're working with, and like that's like a really big thing, YouTube.
It's funny because I remember back in high school, I would always watch this guy Ray William Johnson. He did a show on.
I used to love Ray William. Equals 3.
Yeah, Equals 3 was my favorite show back.
I loved that show.
So I would sit here and think, because I didn't know anything about how YouTube worked and monetization, and I used to think like, oh, this poor dude's just putting all this work and he's probably not making any money. And to realize that he's making like tens of millions of dollars doing.
Oh, dude, and all he had to do. All right, here's a video of an ostrich crushing its head on a wall. Let's go. Dude, I used to love it. Remember his hair? He'd come in like this. What's up, everybody?
The dude was a freaking character. He's awesome.
Yeah, dude. I never knew how much. Had no idea how much money and time and effort really went into these YouTube things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you've almost. I feel like you as like a celebrity almost. You've kind of had like Yeah, we'll tag celebrity on. We're gonna do it.
Don't even say that.
I'm throwing it out. One of the most famous people I know. But no, because
you're the most famous person I know.
funny. But because you were like on the freaking Voice, and then like you've also like I feel like you've almost made your own name too, like on social media.
Yeah,
it's obviously residuals came from the Voice from that, but I feel like you've created a lot of your following on social media organically.
I think that here I've actually had this conversation before. About like the Voice, TikTok, YouTube, social media. First off, I absolutely hate social media. I understand that you need it. Like, if it were me, I would. But again, like, I wish it was the '80s where if I wanted to get my music out, I can just pay the radio, the TV, and the newspaper, and everyone hears it.
Yeah.
instead of having to do all this social media stuff. Like, I don't
You have
mind
to have
doing
a
it.
TikTok go viral, and you're the next Roddy Rich.
Exactly. Like, it's easier now, but it's more, there's less of a step guide. Like 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, boom, success. It's more like 1, 2, 7, 5, potato, potassium, watermelon. Like, there's all these weird things that go into it. But where I'm going with this is I feel like social media is where the real growth happens. And I feel like mainstream media is where validation happens.
Yeah.
You know, like if I were to watch someone on like YouTube and they became like really big, even when they have millions and millions of subscribers, I don't look at them in the same way I would look at someone on a TV show.
Yeah, it's almost like a Logan Paul versus like a Mark Wahlberg or something.
Exactly. Like I
Logan Paul
understand.
probably has double the audience of someone like
And
Mark
that's exactly
Wahlberg.
what I'm saying is they have more of the attention. I think it's the meaning behind it. Like, you know, YouTube creator X got so many of this following and this and that. And this is just personal opinion. I don't know who else thinks like this.
I agree with you. Yeah, what I like about social media, and I think you're really good at social media because you could see like your personality through. You do a very, very good job of being almost transparent. Like, because when someone meets you in real life, that's exactly what you portray on social media. So, like, I think that's awesome. So, I think even though you might not like it, I think it's exactly what you need just to show your
Yeah,
personality.
no, that's other people are so fake. Dude, I can't tell you how many people I know that are so. This podcast is getting so dark so quick, but I'm just saying, like, I know how many people that are so different in real life. Like, they know what pulls people's strings and the motivations and the this and then that. And then you talk to them, it's like, there's no personality here. There's nothing more than
And
this.
and that ends up hurting people like you because like people see other people and like, oh, it's not really them. But like how we're talking right now is literally how we've talked in person and how we've talked on the phone, like on live or whatever.
I'm telling you, man, I don't get into it because like there are something. I feel like in this world, everyone has things of like us and them, like us versus them type situations.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a couple of those, but I don't ever like really talk about it just because why even give light to it? It's like I'll just focus on the other things and just do the other things. But yeah, I don't know. I guess going back to it, I think mainstream media is more important for credibility and social media is more important for starting. I kind of did it the backwards way, but
yeah, I mean, you still had like you've done stuff that I think is mainstream, like giant. Like you opened for. I don't think we've talked about this either. You've opened for John Legend. A couple.
Oh right, and I wasn't even connected to The Voice either. That was actually by fluke.
How'd that all come? Because that's like huge. That's like what was that even like? Did you get to like meet him and everything and talk?
So yeah, so it was in what was that place called? Manhattan Gardens or something. It was in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of it. It's a thing right near a vessel, it's called. But I didn't know that I was opening for him. Like it was all very subtle, like, hey, you're gonna be opening for an artist. And I didn't really look at the contract of it. Like, Mike, who helps me manage things, he was looking at it. And like you're like, you're gonna have it's a big act you're opening for, like this is what you're doing. And we went the whole night, and it wasn't until the night of I actually figured it out, like who I was opening. I was like, oh my God, what the frick? So I sang, did my thing, beautiful night. And then when he came out, dude, it was like I don't know how to explain it. For as energetic as it was, he almost like brought it down in a good way.
Okay.
Like he was like very calm, because his music's very like calm.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of cool, man. I was just like sitting backstage watching him, like, man, this is like so cool. Like not having to go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was just him and piano. That was it.
That's
just
awesome.
him. But yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. I mean, what was it like even like working like on The Voice with like Blake Shelton and all those guys?
It was cool, man. It was like it's funny because I look back now and the mindset I had then probably would have been similar to how I am now, but just so much different, like night and day. Like back then, dude, I wasn't even singing to sing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I was doing it because I just loved old school music. And for me, my thing in life has always, and it probably always will be, my secret ploy to revert pop culture and make it a little bit more classy. Like, I'm all for swearing and the crude and the sexuality of things, but it comes a point where it's like, dude, I just want people to be like respectful. I feel like there's a lost touch of it in our culture and our generation. So when I was on that show, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna dress in a suit. Like, I'm gonna do all these things that I just know and
Mm-hmm.
love from the olden days. Whereas now, music has so much more of a meaning to me. And this is what I understand now from what Kelly Clarkson and Blake would tell me of just like the meaning of music and how to change culture for a new version, not going back to the old, making better new. So I think
That's
that's
cool.
what I learned
That's a
most.
cool way. That's a really cool way to look at it. Because I mean, I try to do something similar because it's like I mean, I'm focusing like really young, like especially on TikTok and like even like some of the clothes that we do. Like this is a direct play off Supreme, but it's like
Right.
keeping like the Italian tradition alive through just new forms, like showing like it's okay to be like to show off like old Italian stories that maybe are embarrassing. Like everybody's had similar experiences.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
you see crazy stuff like on the Snapchat stuff. It's like, why are you showing this to like little kids? Like little kids shouldn't be reading that. You know what I
How
mean?
about, how about your whack on Shawn Mendes?
Oh my god, that was fun. You know what? I do not claim credit for that idea. My sister was like, "Oh, Nico, you should totally do this." And I saw some dude shoot a
Oh,
Nerf gun at the TV with the Shawn Mendes, and I was like, "All right, let's do it." And
dude,
so
that's man.
I got into director and actor mode.
Oh, all right, so the camera there, lighting,
Yeah,
backfill.
I am a dick when it comes to directing a TikTok. You can ask my
Oh
sister;
God.
she hates
Gonna
me. No, but that was all my sister. She shot it and came up
Dude,
with
that's
the idea.
funny.
It's
I
fun.
always see it. I'll be scrolling, and I'll send you pop up on my screen like, oh boy, what is this one?
Yeah, it's funny. I have a blast too doing
Oh,
it. 'Cause, I mean, even when I was little, I remember doing because like all these, what I'm doing now, like I get like flashbacks. It's like, oh, I kind of did something similar to that. Like in when I was like in elementary school, my buddy and I we would make mob movies with his his video camera, and I mean, there was no plot. There was just a bunch of different ways to kill people on
it's
camera.
just a bunch of noises. I don't. I'm not. I'm down. No.
That's exactly with cap guns.
Exactly.
So it's funny to see like, oh, I'm kind of making like stupid little short movies now, but like hundreds of thousands of people are seeing them.
Yeah, totally different now. Oh, dude, that's funny.
It's funny because now I'm getting my mom involved in the TikToks, and the second I got my mom in there, most viral video goes. She's
Really?
my mom's awesome bad acting. I think helped out. She has her idea. She got 600,000 views on one of the videos she was in.
Dang,
But that's
dude.
insane.
That is crazy.
But you popped on TikTok initially from the college pop-up video, right? Or that was one of the
Uh,
first ones, right?
that was oh no, it wasn't. My first ones were like singing. Mine are always singing oriented.
Mm-hmm.
I go through ruts, like I'll be months in and months out, months in, months out. Um, my first ones were singing ones, which I want to do. Like
Yeah.
I literally just want to sing. But I try to do other stuff, break it up, so it's not always so boring.
Yeah,
And
but the one of the pop-up videos didn't get like 1 million views or something like that.
a couple of them got up there, like 800,000.
That's crazy. Where'd that idea even come from? Because I know like I've helped out on some of the shooting
Yeah.
some.
Oh yeah. Dude, you're the reason behind those. Like
I wouldn't
you
say
are the camera, man,
wouldn't
making it
say
happen.
that. I mean,
I don't. You know what? I don't. Oh, actually, I do know where it came from. One day, okay, this is gonna sound how's this sound kind of weird. Um, so I remember, watching this prank video on YouTube, and I'm like it was funny, but like the singing was not good, and it was more of like as a joke. Like I feel like everything in our culture is like meme culture. Like everything is a joke. So I'm like, like I could post me singing videos, but like no one cares. Like unless I can meet them in person, no one will really care.
mhm.
And so I'm like, let me just do what they're doing. Like let me copy the bad guy and let me do what he's doing. But instead of being a bad singer, I'll be a great singer. And I'm like, oh my God, this kid's actually a singer.
Yeah,
So I'm like, I bet you it'll work.
got the shock value.
Meme culture. Like I literally had to psych them out and be like, I'm another one of those crude prankers. I'm gonna do something that's gonna make you laugh, and you're like, oh wait, he's actually really good at singing.
Yeah.
I only did that because I want people to like listen to my music.
Mm-hmm.
But as you see in the comments, dude, no one even knew I was a singer, which that's what I'm saying. Like it came from, I'm going to psych them out, make them think one thing, and then I'll show them what I actually want to do.
That's so funny. I know you have one comment. You did one at Syracuse.
Yeah, I've got a couple videos in Syracuse. We got like 5 or 6 clips of them. I got to go through them all and edit them all. Well, actually, I won't be doing that. I'm not editing those ones. But yeah, I edited the other ones.
Yeah.
That took a long time.
I know. I bet there's so much to go through too, and then you have to like pick out the best ones.
Yeah, you got to pick it, and you got to link up the singing. Because remember we filmed the first one at Buffalo, and the microphone was.
You only had the lav mic, yeah.
Yeah, so then I had to actually get a real singing rig so I could sing and not clip the song.
That's funny. You should almost do like a behind the scenes of like everything that happened, like with those videos, because I think they were pretty successful.
There are, yeah. There's still a lot of footage from the Buffalo ones that I could put up. I just never did. Yeah. But I probably will.
I know, because off of that too, then I started getting like ideas, because I seen some like Italian videos and stuff. I was like, oh, I can't wait to maybe do like a Billy on the Street type of thing. You ever seen Billy on the Street? Yeah. I wanted to do something like that at the Italian festivals with like Italian culture or something, like questions like that, and maybe give away shirts or something. So I was like, I have all these crazy ideas, and then everything has just got halted because of Corona.
Dude, you should do that when it opens up.
I know, man.
Or like, what's something you could do with even? I always thought like someone could do something with masks. Like that'd be such a smart branding thing if someone did something. Again, memeable.
You didn't see the wooden spoon masks? Did you see the wooden spoon masks?
I did not. Look at that.
Dude, we'll hook you up with one.
See, now if you took that, if there's a way to make it, let's use this as an example. Let's say you were to put that thing on TikTok, which you did probably already. I got to go look at it. People, obviously, most people that follow you like will get that, but like people that don't might be like, "Oh, that's really cool." Mm-hmm. But if you wanted to do the whole prank method, you would do something that's memeable on the front, like an Italian mustache, like a big cigar, and then on the side it would say the wooden spoon, because now they're buying it for this, but they're also like, "But this is where I got it." You almost have to give people what they want, and then be like, "Nah, sorry, biatch. I'm gonna give you what I want you to hear." Bam.
I think I owe you a heavy consulting fee for that, because that was a freaking $1 million idea.
That's what I would do if I were you, because everyone.
After we get off the phone, I'm literally making a mask that does that.
Make it like a big Guido with the cigar, but then put your logo right on this. Put it somewhere that would be like really cool for someone, you know. Yeah. And they don't even, like, and they'll I don't know. I guess that's all you got. So, dude, it's all branding, and it's so much bigger than what we are. But
I know, because I've seen some people do it, and so like, oh, I'll just put like, I got like the silhouettes of Italy on one of them, but that's genius. I got the one that just says spaghetti across the mouth.
Oh yeah. If you had a mouth like drooling with like or like just a mouth smiling with like sauce all over it.
Dude, I think the mustache and the cigar is freaking genius.
Dude, there's so many. You got to think like in that respect of it, you know?
No. Yeah, I think I owe you a consulting fee for that.
I'll buy one. Make one. I'll buy one.
All right, I'll send you one for sure, man. But yeah, what's going on now? Like, what are you planning on for the next couple months? You just chilling, recording? What are you up to?
Well, right now it's recording, but we're actually signing with a record label, Sun and Sky, and they're being bought out by Warner.
Dude, that's awesome.
But again, this gets into like this game of, I just want to make music, but a part of this is I have to do like 4 videos a week on YouTube, and like I got to give them like 6 songs, which these dudes are cool. Like I love their team, but it's like this delicate balance of like, I really want to just make music, but I understand why I should make 4 videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like people might want to see different things.
You thinking about doing kind of vlog style, or?
Yeah, like one video might be a vlog. The other one's a me Omegle singing. Other ones are like, here's 5 tips on, you know, how I write music. these are all things that like,
cool.
not that I don't want to do them. I do want to do them, but it's just like, if it were up to me 100% of my time, I would just write music and make music.
Mm-hmm.
But like that stuff will give value and people will like it. And
yeah, for sure.
you
I
know,
get it. It's like sometimes like, yeah, I get what you're saying. That's cool. I do think a lot of people will benefit from that though. And just, I mean, it's another like entryway into the life of Austin Giorgio, which is kind of what a lot of people want to see.
I guess, or I might lose subscribers. Maybe it'll just go negative.
No, definitely not. But yeah, when do you think this is all gonna?
Thinking about this mask
What?
You're thinking about this mask right now. I'm excited to see what it looks like.
I'm telling you, it's 4:11 in the afternoon right now. By 6 o'clock, I'll have something.
Dude, that would be wild if you could do something.
I'm getting right to work on it. It's funny, man.
Treat me better. But anyways, what were you saying?
I don't know. I lost. Or I was asking, when do you think this is all gonna end? You think there's gonna be shows this year, or?
Oh, I don't know. Well, they're saying May 15th they're redoing New York or something and reevaluate it.
Yeah, I mean Georgia and Florida are open, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like May is gonna be out of the question. June, people will be kind of coming back a little bit. I think people are gonna be itching in June, July to get together. It'll just be precautionary. Like, if festivals are closed down, you know, you can't change anything. But if they're open, I think there might be regulations up, like everyone has to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Masks should be available at the entrance of the festival.
Yep.
Like things like that would probably change it.
Yeah.
Which kind of stinks. You want to see people like smiling and laughing and stuff, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Better to be around each other than not to, you know?
Yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Dude, thanks for freaking having me. You got to text me when you get this mask. I'll get one.
All right, I'm just going to send you one. I don't care what you say.
I'll buy it. Make it look, you should make it look real sick. Make it look cool.
We will. For sure.
Dude, now you're all right. Like you can make like a Post Malone one with all these like face tattoos and stuff, but
funny.
It's not Italian culture, but you know, that's like a whole nother one.
I know. Now it's gonna be like a whole mask company that I don't want to start. I get like
honestly, you can make
it's funny. I'll get like in my head about something. I was like, and then I'll start convincing myself like, oh, maybe it is a good idea to just open up a restaurant like out of the blue, and I'll start like, I'm like all over the freaking place.
Dude, I don't know.
Maybe all I know is you're about another day, but I tried buying a pizzeria a couple of years ago. Are you serious? I did like the whole business plan and everything. It just didn't make money. It didn't make sense money-wise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, you're about to start a mask business.
I know. All right, we'll see, man. But again, thank you so much. Yeah. Where could everybody follow you and listen to the new song and everything?
Just my handle. It's my name backwards. It's Giorgio Austin. But yeah, brother, we'll have to get together soon. And when I go back down to Florida, if we got an empty seat, you got to come, man.
I'm there, man. I'm there.
Dude, let's go. So we'll talk more another time about that. But all right, brother. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for coming on, man. Take care.